Zoe, I think Agnes has become our favorite second therapist to Conrad. Is sort of his sounding board. How was she
Yeah, totally.
described to you?
You know, she was kind of just described as his friend from college and somebody that he has a really comfortable and open relationship with, and that they have this good banter between them. And yeah, I don't know. We kind of found that vibe through doing rehearsals before we started shooting, and yeah, it kind of just fell into place. But yeah, I always knew that she would be Conrad's friend, like close friend. Um, and that the fact that they had a little bit of history was implied.
Okay.
Um,
I was
but
going to
yeah, that was
ask
pretty
how
much
they were
it.
able to go from friendship. I mean, from, friends with, I think was it friends with benefits, or were they weren't really like an item? It's unclear exactly
Yeah,
how.
it's a little murky, but yeah, I don't know. I guess that she just um was like, "Hey, I think that you're really cool, and obviously it sucks to be rejected romantically, but I still want you to be in my life because I care about you deeply." And I think that they were able to work past it and just really value each other as friends. And I think that's a really beautiful thing because it's a hard thing to do for sure.
I think she also sees good potential in him as well, because she does, sort of give him like help while he's at this medical internship, but at the same time, she's understanding that he lost it, but he still has this dream to be a doctor. So she helps him find a second internship as well.
Totally, totally. Yeah, I think she really believes in him and wants to see him thrive and succeed. Um, And I don't know. So people seem to be divided in terms of whether they think that she's a good friend or not. But I think that she's a solid friend. I know that she maybe teases him a little more than I would my real life friends, but it's all coming from such a loving place. So I get it. And I think that ultimately she really has his back and is really just trying to push him to be the best version of himself he can possibly be.
Okay, so do you think then that she has lingering romantic feelings towards him, or is that, I mean, sure, people have that opinion as well, because,
Yeah, I mean,
she
yeah,
does talk to him about, this love that undying love he has for Belly.
totally. I mean, I think that's kind of up to a viewer's interpretation. Like, I know kind of what I did for my own character work, and like I journaled about how I was feeling as Agnes, and um but yeah, I think ultimately like I like that the viewers have their own perception of it. Um yeah, I think that I will say that whenever you have, well, when you had feelings for somebody and like something maybe didn't work out romantically, but they're still in your life and nothing necessarily bad happened between the two of you, I think it's very human and natural to still feel drawn to that person and just like you're still going to find them attractive. But yeah, I don't know whether she's still like madly in love with him or anything, or if she ever was madly in love with him. um but yeah, there's definitely still a little something there, I guess, for her.
Was there ever any talks of Agnes coming to the wedding as a plus one for Conrad, or
Oh
was she always meant to be a long
no.
distance friend for him at this
Right.
point?
I mean, I don't want to I don't want to I don't want to speculate on anything that we haven't seen yet, but yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Okay, so we're not gonna, I mean, I guess we can't predict whether or not she's gonna show up at the wedding. It's gonna be raining, and she's gonna say, Conrad, pick me.
Right. Imagine.
Choose me. Love me.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait for that.
Yeah.
The writing is so good for this series. What do you think it is about Jenny Han's writing that continues to touch so many of us?
Oh, she's so talented. I don't know. She manages to create these very grounded characters because I don't think that she's afraid to show a character's flaws. Like all of these characters are all deeply flawed, but that makes you care for them more because they seem more human. And I think that's what people connect to, right? They see themselves in these characters, and
Mhm.
ultimately that leads to them caring so much about their futures and about things working out for them. And yeah, I think that's the main thing. She like obviously the dialogue on the show is so well written and comes across as very naturalistic, but I think that the main thing that she does so well is that um, she's not afraid of, yeah, writing flawed characters
I
that
think that,
still have so many redeeming qualities, right? Like there's a reason why we love them, but yeah.
and her taste in music is impeccable.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, every episode it's such a fun surprise to see what songs they got because wow, it's amazing.
They're all perfectly placed in the series as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's unreal. Unreal.
My favorite scene is the bar scene between you and Conrad. Is there a particular scene that was
Yeah.
favorite for you to film?
I did really like that scene. That might honestly,
I
that's
picked your least
definitely
favorite.
no, I think that might actually be my favorite as
Oh,
well,
I thought
the
you were
bar
saying
scene. Um, because no, I loved it. It was so fun, and it's funny because we were drinking fake, like it was non-alcoholic beer, but it still tasted like beer. You know, you like drink so much of it after filming take after take, but like you almost feel like start to convince yourself that you're feeling a little tipsy, even though you're not. Um, which was
placebo.
nice because exactly, exactly. And it allows you to kind of loosen up a bit, and just relax into the scene. But yeah, that was really fun. And that was not the first scene we shot together. I don't remember what the first scene we shot together was, but that was at the very beginning. And it was one that we'd rehearsed before going to camera. So it was fun to like finally get to just do it. And yeah, I think that they have a really cool conversation. You really get some insight into their dynamic and into what Conrad's like really thinking, like uh for
The
the
wall
first
came
time.
down. That's why I liked it. The walls
Yeah,
finally come down for him, and he admits.
totally, totally. And that's what everybody's been dying to hear for like years now, right? We've never had we've never known for sure what he's thinking or feeling. Um, so yeah, it's so cool to finally just hear him spill the beans.
Talk about working with Christopher Miney then. It's just palpable when he's on screen.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's so talented. He's so lovely. Yeah, I had so much fun working with him, and I think that we were able to just kind of trust each other in our scenes, I guess, and play around with them a little bit. We often add little ad libs at the end of scenes, and some of them stayed in the final cut, which is fun. You're like, just sprinkle some stuff in to make it feel more conversational. Not that it's already so conversational and perfect, but you just like to add your own little flair. And yeah, no, he's awesome. He's a very generous actor. He's very kind, super, just like such a normal guy, which is so nice. Um, yeah, I loved working with him.
Okay, so I know you can't tease what happens with Agnes and Conrad, but are you Team Jeremiah or Team Conrad?
I mean,
It's
I
Zoe
feel like,
team.
yeah, I feel like I have to be Team Conrad only because in preparation, even for my own work on the show, I had to like really think about Conrad and think about like I don't just I sat with him and my character's perception of him for so long, but yeah, that kind of seeped into my real life, and I find myself rooting for him as Zoe as well.
All right, well, I hope that new internship works out for him.
Yeah, same. But I want both Conrad and Jeremiah to, you know, to just be happy. you
So
know?
much potential in both of them. And it
Totally, yeah.
looks like Jeremiah is finally finding his feet in the world, business wise. And I think Conrad is maybe finally deciding who he, taking a stand on who he wants to be with himself, finally coming to terms with who he wants to be in his
Totally.
life and who he wants to be with. We saw him finally admit to Belly last week he has feelings. So I feel like he's finally allowing someone to penetrate the walls he's put up to protect himself emotionally from Belly, from the loss of his mom, from his dad. There's so many walls, but I think with Agnes, he's finally, or maybe even his therapist too, have finally convinced him that it's okay to be a human. You're a human and you can
Totally.
have these feelings. So it's okay to let the walls down with the people that you're going to feel the safest with.
Totally. Yeah. It's been really cool to kind of witness his growth as a character and see him finally put himself first a little bit out of necessity, right? I think that we've seen him just ignore his feelings, push them aside, and we've seen how that's kind of impacted him, and we've seen the inner turmoil that's caused. And I think finally he's just like, I can't live like this anymore. And it's nice that he has a support system. I think it's we love a man that goes to therapy. And yeah, I think it's nice that he also has a friend that he that like that will push him and will challenge him and will be like, call him out on his shit when he needs to be called out, but who ultimately just really supports him and is trying to help him out.
This show has quite a dedicated fan base. What has it been like for you to step into another series that has such a vocal fan base?
Yeah, it's been fun. I mean, I feel like every time that happens, I don't know, you go to set, right? And it's like a pretty chill, quiet, relatively quiet environment, and you're just kind of focused on the work that you're doing that day. And I never really think about the show actually coming out. It's weird. I'm just thinking about what I'm there to do that day. And so it's really interesting to, especially with this show, because we filmed over a year ago. So to see this kind of like delayed reaction to something that I was a part of, it feels surreal, but it's very cool. It's awesome to see how dedicated this fan base is and how much they care about these characters. Oh my God. But it's awesome. I love seeing people just gush about the show, and I'm very grateful to have been a little part of it.
You've been a part of a number of incredible series like Orphan Black and Riverdale. What does it mean to you to be role after role into such significant series?
Um, it's awesome. I mean, I feel so grateful. You just as an actor, you just kind of audition and wait to see who calls you back. And I've been very lucky that I've been a small part, but a part of a few big shows now, and I've learned so much from each set. And yeah, yeah, I don't know. It's awesome.
Do you have a favorite project then that you've been a part of?
I mean, each project is so special in its own way. I think Orphan Black will always have a very special place in my heart just because it was the first kind of bigger project that I got to be a part of. And Tatiana Maslany is honestly just like the most generous, most grounded, kindest actor I think in the world. Like she was she worked so hard. Like some days were like 18-hour days, and she's
Wow.
learning all these lines as all these different characters. And if anybody I've ever worked with had, got a free pass to be a total diva, it would have been her. But like she was so far from that. She really went out of her way to make sure everybody felt welcome, to make sure that everyone was taken care of. Um, and she was such a generous scene partner. She was so supportive. I felt very safe working with her. I felt very nurtured, and I learned so much just by watching her work that I still think about to this day. And I just want her to have the best life ever because she deserves it. She's so, yeah, I could sing her praises all day. She's awesome. That said, I've worked with so many amazing people, and I'm so, so lucky. I just think that witnessing her in her process when she was taking on so much and seeing just how kind and generous she was despite it all was really special. Yeah.
What's next for you? What have you been busy working on lately?
That's how your guess is as good as mine. I mean, in terms of like acting stuff, I don't know. We're back to auditioning and seeing what happens. Fingers crossed something comes along soon, but I keep myself busy. I'm a very creative person. I need to have a creative outlet at all times, otherwise I lose my mind. So, I'm writing a lot or painting or doing that kind of thing. But yeah.
I have no doubt you'll wind up in something already established, but like fan favorite. Like we're gonna see you maybe Star Trek next season. You like, you know,
Right? Yeah,
like
yeah. A
something like
franchise.
some franchise that's right that's already like super established, and when we're like, oh my gosh, Zoe's again a part of something so cool that's
Right.
already
Oh my
established.
gosh.
But
Yeah, that
we'll
would be
see.
awesome. I'd love to be a part of like establishing something too. That would be a really fun
We'll see if she can
thing,
get her
but I don't know. I'll
Outlander
take
and
what
the
I
red
can get.
hair. Yeah, with the red hair, we'll see if we can get you an Outlander. Can you do a Scottish accent, or we'll get you
I
something
mean,
from?
I'd have to work on that, but I listen. I'm up for the challenge.
What would you like to say then to everyone who are fans and supporters of the incredible work you continue to do on our screens, Zoe?
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. It's so nice when to read kind messages when they do come. It means the world. It's so cool to know that you are having a positive impact on others and that they really resonate with something that you're doing. And obviously, it feels really nice to be supported by people. So yeah, thank you so much, and I love you guys so much.
Is there anything I didn't touch on that you would like me to make sure I include?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I think that was awesome. Um,
All right, stop.